Welcome to Deep in the Sauce, brought to you by Big Butz Barbecue Sauce, Yeah, Butz in the Woods, and me, your host, Tom Porter. Today, I got something really special and exciting for you today. A rare opportunity that most people never get to see in their lifetime. I just happened to stumble upon a wild grill, slowly starting to emerge from its burrow after sleeping in hibernation all winter. Shh, come on, now we don't want to scare it. Now look right over there. You can see it's just starting to poke its head out. There it is. It's just starting to peek out of the snow. Well, we have to be quiet, or else we might scare it away. Oh, see, right there. It's taking its first fresh spring breaths. Oh, I think it's gonna move a bit more now. Oh, it just jumped out of its burrow. Can you see? It's looking around. Oh, as soon as one of these wild grills emerges from the snow, the first thing it begins to think about is food. So pretty soon it's gonna be starting to look around for some fresh food to eat. Oh, it looks like our wild little grill has caught onto the scent of some potential food and is moving in its direction. Let's follow it to see what it's come upon. Oh, that's what it smells. It appears our little grill has stumbled upon a colony of charcoal briquettes. Having spotted its prey, our wild little grill prepares to strike on the unsuspecting colony of charcoal briquettes. Oh my gosh, our little wild grill has just struck upon the charcoal briquettes colony. Look at it as it mercilessly devours every little one of them. Okay, our wild little grill has eaten its fill of those charcoal briquettes. But just like a chicken, a wild grill cannot digest those coals on its own. It needs something else. And it happens to be fire. So we're going to use this book of matches to lure it in and trap it. Alright, here we go. Here, little grill. Here, little grill. Here, boy. Oh, who's a pretty grill? Who's a pretty grill? Come here. Come here. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Ha! Gotcha! Jeez. Now, we're just gonna have to pen them up, throw some fire in them, and wait till we can cook some food on her. Oh, easy boy. Our wild little grill is getting tamed down in our pen outside, and hopefully it'll be ready to go here in a little bit. But we got to get something to put on it. So I decided...
I like that stuff.
Yeah, I know, you like that stuff. I decided to make some Squealer burgers with cheese. And what a Squealer burger is unlike a regular beef patty burger, which just has beef in it, Squealer burgers also have ground up or chopped up bacon. And in this case, since we're doing cheese, we're going to put some of that in as well. Now the usual recipe that I go with is 1 pound of ground beef, 8 strips of bacon, and like a half cup of cheese. Or in this case it's about 4 slices. Now we're doing a double batch because we're having some people over for dinner. So you could just go ahead and chop this up and mix the burger in and shred up your cheese and do it that way. But I like having any excuse to be able to take out the meat grinder or the grinder attachment for our KitchenAid mixer here. So I'm just going to turn it up to 4. We're going to stick that in. I'm going to push that down. And then on top of that, I'm going to add a piece of bacon. push that down. Then another piece of meat. Another piece of bacon. Push them down. And then on top of that, I'm going to put in a piece of cheese. So I break it in half here first. And then all I'm going to do is repeat the process. Now we got everything ground up, so it's time to make them all into patties. So I'm going to use the same board because it had the same meat on it, so we don't have to worry about any cross-contamination or anything like that. But first, I'm going to... Yes?
Can I help you with the meat?
Yes, you can. We're just going to put in some seasoning salt here. And that's all I'm actually going to do for the seasoning on this. Alright, so my assistant has abandoned me. So we're just going to go ahead and make up some patties here. Now these, I'm just going to make a, what do you call ballpark size, about a 1/3 pound or so. And, oh, are you going to help now? If you look at them, you can actually see there's the cheese in there, and even you can tell that there's the bacon in there. It's slightly a lighter pink than the rest of the meat. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get all these pattied up and in the fridge, and then we're going to go check on our wild little grill outside. Well, it's still pretty much winter, unfortunately, so it's way too dark outside to actually been able to show you cooking them on the grill. But they turned out pretty darn good. So, just gonna grab a couple buns. Grab a couple of these bad boys. Now, if you really wanted to go for cheese overload, you could actually put a slice of cheese on top of these as well. They should have enough pop of flavor in them. Now you can put anything on, just like normal cheeseburgers, of course. I'm going to actually put a little bit of barbecue sauce on mine. Ooh, or a lot of it. Alright. Now, let's take a bite out of this bad boy here and see how it tastes. That is awesome. It's like a bacon cheeseburger flipped inside out. You got the nice little smoke ring on the inside there from cooking on the grill. Oh, this here is some good stuff. So that's how we make our cheesy squealers, and that's how you catch yourself a wild grill and tame her down. So with a little love and care, your relationship with your cooker, whether it be wild or tame, can go very far. This is Deep in the Sauce, brought to you by Big Butz Barbecue Sauce. Yeah, Butz in the Woods, and me, your host, Tom Porter.